Last time we made an airplane, we built a backpack, and we found a place to settle on. Today we build a house, waterworks, we terraform the place, and we update our plane. Welcome to my Let's Play Create episode. Let's put a pin on it for a second. Ah, shit. Dang. I should have slept earlier than this. So as I was saying, welcome to my Let's Play Create episode 2. So I think I will settle around here. I like the... what? Oh shit. Sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, I plan on settling around here. This lake looks nice, but it feels a bit shallow, is it? Okay, it's just one deep. I think I probably, one of the things I will do as a terraforming step is to deepen the center of it to make it more like a lake rather than a pond. Also, I like the backdrop of like big trees, and here we have like a birch forest and stuff. It looks great, but so yeah, I think we'll settle around here. But I also saw when flying around that the river has a bit of a problem here. Yeah, see, it's kind of cut off, and what the heck? Okay. Oops. Yeah, so it's cut off, and also like there's this side like cave. I don't know exactly where it goes, but right. Yeah. Oh wait, what is this? Okay, so it's going back there, and we have... I think what I'm going to do is bring the level of the water up from here. What is this? Yeah, okay. And like have a kind of underground waterway, kind of, but I'm going to try to make it seem natural, if that makes sense. Yeah, and it's going to go to... oh, goodness sake, to the river. And also I plan on probably, yeah, because I will need some waterworks for to have a realistic water wheel, which is going to be my primary source of whatchamacallit, of rotational power for the time being. So I probably will go through this mountain, or well, through this part of the land, and have a like a kind of a what you call that, canal. Yeah, so an artificial waterway going to this lake, which would be deeper when I'm done. Probably that would take me the whole episode, to be honest. But once I have this waterway and I have dug through, well, not really dug through, it doesn't really need, but like once I have this underground river going here, I will also deepen here because it feels a bit weird to have this shallow and cut off part of the river. Once we're done with this, we'll try to design a house and workshop, I think. So cue the montage for awesome terraforming. So here we are after a few hours of work. I widened a bit this part of the river, and here I made it a bit deeper and removed the blockage here. I also made it so this runs underground as a kind of underground river, and it's coming from what used to be a way lower pond. Now it's kind of a deeper lake. So you should have seen in the montage, the technique is basically you add one layer of whatever solid block you want, preferably something easy to remove, and then you float the top layer and remove that layer you just added, and it's giving you this kind of stuff. Of course, I should go down here and, you know, fit in those kind of unsightly things, but overall I'm satisfied. I don't think it's really needed, to be honest. Oh, okay, so I made a boo-boo. I kind of made holes in the water, but that's okay. I mean, it's not like I'm going to swim here, so as long as the surface is flat and good. Alright, so anyway, I made this thing deeper by making the top level higher, which enabled me to have this canal start at the right Y level, and then I dug through the mountain, or the hill rather, and I tried to design it to be like a drainage pipe, so you know, it's like kind of rounded and goes into a gentle slope to a a pond or a body of water at least. And this I deepened, and it actually was what took me the longest time, because I had to dig out everything that was under. So the way I went around it is I just let the layer of dirt that was already there and dug under it, and then I tried to make the center of it the deepest part. I still need to add more sand and make it a bit gentler on the sides, but I'm pretty satisfied with the amount of work it required. And also, you didn't see it in the montage, I think, because I didn't think it was really important. But on the map, I saw that there was like a kind of, I don't know, ravine or river or something here. And up there was like a small pond, and I used the same technique to make it deeper, so it was maybe like at this level, because this here it goes into a cave, but I'm not caving yet. Anyway, so I just didn't feel like it would be interesting to watch for you. Oh, I missed a cobblestone block. Yopla. Okay. And then I dug a small trough between this and the ravine, and I tried to make it look at least a bit more natural than the canal I made there. But yeah, it doesn't look like much, but it took me like about, I don't know, 4-6 hours. But I'm really slow at Minecraft in general, so I'm not surprised. I also tend to get distracted a lot. So, for example, I started to dig this, then I dug that, then I started building this, then a bit there. Yeah, I was all over the place. Anyway, my plan is to construct here a house, probably like inspired by farmhouses and stuff like that, where I'll have like a basement where the power will be, I think. And the power will consist of using the water wheels from Create, which is this. And to make it, I need just like, basically I have everything I need. I have nuggets of iron, I have lots of iron, and I have andesite. But just one is not enough. Gives you yeah, 2048 stress units, I think. But yeah, they rotate pretty slow. So what I'm thinking of doing is having one for show on the outside, and inside I'll have like, I don't know, a certain number of those. And I will use a small trick, which is to, well, I'll show you when I'm done. So that would be the basement, and then first level would be probably a kind of workshop. So I could have like my create stuff. I also plan on replacing those things with bulk smelting and bulk smoking with fans and stuff like that, which will happen in the future. So that would probably also be in the workshop. But for this first build, I'm planning on it being really basic. I don't have an actual idea of really what my color scheme will be, or the floor plan, etc. I think I'll wing it, I'll be honest. And yeah, I'll try to make it look at least a tiny bit like an actual believable build. I probably also try to make a small bridge over the canal somewhere, because I'm tired of like going through like this. So I started out by making a side canal for my water wheel, and then I flooded it. Then I tried to decide a floor plan, at least a general outline for the building. It was kind of freestyle, so I kind of went with my guts basically. But when I was happy with the general outline, I built up the walls to make it so the whole thing was a basement and it was at the same height basically. And then I decided to remove all the dirt that was in the perimeter I had just defined. The idea was to make a basement, so I needed to remove this and replace the walls with the textures I had decided on, basically. Then I prepared the top layer to make a floor that was more like inside. Then I started working on the power source for the future workshop because it was better to do it before the floor was put in place. Then it was just a matter of digging where the axles were and adding gearboxes and shafts, etc. to link everything together. Then I put the andesite casings to make it look a bit prettier. And basically that's all there is to it. And then I made a wall from I don't remember, I think it was like tough something, to make it look more like basically the look I had in mind. All the dirt was just scaffolding basically. I just wanted to have the water not spill everywhere. So that's when I decided to make the flooring with limestone and the chiseled mud to make the variants of the limestone. And I used a trowel from Quarks to choose blocks at random from my hotbar. Then I made the small trick I told you about earlier in the video, which is to add a smaller water wheel to the system, which turns twice as fast as the big wheels. So everything will turn twice as fast, but the stress output will be the same. Then I laid down the floor for the first floor, basically, where my workshop will go, or most of my machines at least. I had trimmed the whole thing with different kind of planks from the middle, because I wanted to like highlight the walls basically. I will need to go back and redo this kind of stuff when I have actual interior walls, if I have any, but we'll see. Then I built up the wall with framed centered panel blocks to add depth to the walls, and for the same reason I also recessed the entry wall, well, the back entry I should say. So it's just so that the walls don't look flat from inside or outside. Then I built a front deck or front porch. I don't actually really know which one it really is. It's just so that the access to the house is at least easier, and the back entry should be done with like a catwalk or something. But yeah, the front porch is made out of birch and stuff like that, so it looks nice. At this point I started faffing around because basically I needed resources, and I ran out of ideas for my build. So I made a runway for my plane. I did this overhanging bit on purpose, so that when I take off, my plane is already in the air, so it's easier to basically go up. I made it out of deep slate variants, so it looks a bit like asphalt, and I also used limestone to do the markings on the floor to represent the paint. It's kind of anachronistic towards the time period I wanted to represent at this stage of my playthrough, but I'm happy with it, so I don't see a reason to change it now. After a few hours, I went back to making the roof, which took me longer than I wish to admit, particularly because I had to make a lot of frame blocks, and that required a lot of wood, so I had to gather a lot of wood. It was a process, but I'm pretty happy with the shape of the roof I made. The back corner is kind of weird, I'm not gonna lie, but at the same time I really don't have a good idea to make it look better, so if you have any, don't hesitate to leave a comment or suggestion or whatever, because that would help me actually a lot. Then it was time to actually make the bridge to go across the canal, and it's a fairly simple one. I'm just using basic blocks. The only thing I did that is not like vanilla is that I used sloped framed blocks to make it more of an arch, but that's fairly minimal. It was done pretty quick. So the last thing I did for the farm was to add a big window at the second story. I don't know yet what kind of floor I would put here, but I used these framed blocks to have cut corners for the window. It looks more circular this way. Okay, so I think I'm done with the overall shape and texturing of this build. Let me bring you on a tour. So here we have, of course, the front, but I think you've seen most of it. I did add pillars to support the porch, lanterns, to add some details, but it will be more detailed in the future. I plan to add greenery and some exterior furniture like benches, or maybe I make a chair or something. Yeah, so that's the front. Then the sides is to be decided, to be honest, because like the windows I think I will remove, do the interior, and then add them back depending on where they should be and stuff like that. But yeah, I like the texturing of the basement wall and the depth of the main wall. And then on the second floor, I added a hayloft because I felt like this corner looked weird. So there's a crane to bring the hay in the loft, which, you know, should work. The entrance of the basement has a lantern to illuminate it. I will show you the workshop later. The back entrance, let me just turn around, is like this. So it's a kind of precarious catwalk, but that's on purpose. It's because this entrance is not meant to be used regularly. It's supposed to be like the servants entrance or workers or whatever. So yeah, we have this kind of plain wool. I don't know how I will make it more detailed, but I'll probably revisit this in the future. Yeah, so here we have a small lamp to light the path at night. And here we have a shed to house the nether portal. It's kind of plain with just a bunch of netherrack stuff, but I don't go to the nether except if I don't have a choice, so I shouldn't use this often. I added the beginnings of a wheat field to add a splash of color on the hill. I'll probably extend this in the future, but for now it's sufficient. And you can see that here there's no windows. It's the same rationale as why I plan on redoing those outside. So anyway, let me give you a fast aerial view. So here we go, small tour. You see, it looks nice, I feel like, from the air, with a small bridge. I need to add stuff on the other side of the canal to make it make sense. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this, to be honest. I hope I can land it, because I've been less than stellar these last few times. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh yeah, I didn't talk about that plane. It's added by an add-on mode called Man of Many Planes, which adds, well, new models to the immersive airplanes or aircraft, I don't remember. I like it, but it's kind of big, and I think I prefer the small one, to be honest. Anyway, so as you can see, the interior is not done. I'm moving these things downstairs at the minute because it was my temporary workshop while I was making the building. But I won't move those yet because I would need the inventory space for this. But I decided in the end to have the workshop downstairs because it just makes more sense, to be honest. So probably these can go here and here. Yeah. Can I still throw stuff? Yeah. Okay. So let me give you a small tour of the workshop. So here we have the power generator with a small wheel to make it turn faster without well, it's kind of a hack, to be honest, but basically create output of a network will always spin at the fastest element that is generating stress units. So this one is the fastest, so everything runs at, I don't remember, it's 16 or something RPM. Then I use gear ratios to turn it up to 128 RPMs, and that uses a lot of SUs for my bulk washing, smoking, haunting, smelting setup, and also the mill. I have a deployer with a depot, I have a press, and a mixer. So the press is one that uses the most, I think. Yeah, because, well, that makes sense actually. But with this, I should be able to make anything I need. I also needed to go to the nether to have a blaze burner. That's the only reason why I needed to go there. So I took the opportunity to get some soul sand and netherrack. And these cages are from Create Connected. And it's just a one It's just that it's containing what I need in just one block. If I use, for example, just water, I would need to contain it with slabs or trapdoors. For the smoking, it's the same. I would need to go down a block, add netherrack and light it on fire. Same goes for the soul sand or soul soil. And lava will also need to be contained with stuff. So let me just show you how I'm doing this. And I added a barrel and chute to make it easier for me to go just drop my stuff and have it melt or hold or smoke or wash. And as you can see, it's fairly fast. So yeah, I'm happy with the workshop. And I have these chipped tables downstairs. I have the mason and carpenter one, but I can also make like, I have space for like at least 3 others. So yeah, I'm happy with the space. Almost, I can also add one here, so it should be good. I have this ladder to go upstairs, but not too happy as to how it comes up. So I might change it. I'm not sure yet where I would put it and stuff, but this will go with the interior design. So this is where I think I will have the stairs. It might change, but basically that's where I'll put it. This is the beginning of the ceiling slash floor. And you could see the hayloft up there. And I think that's it. So for next episode, I plan on detailing the interior more, build a crop farm, probably underground here, and yeah, I think I'll also add a wood farm probably. And I will need to know if you want a this-day explanation or just a recap after I'm done, should suffice. If you liked this video, don't forget to click like and subscribe, and see you guys in the next episode. Bye bye.